Hey guys, Chef Cell right here with a keto southern fried chicken recipe. Let me get right into the ingredients. Meanwhile, I'm going to also show you quickly how to put together a delicious slow cooker version of collard greens. So we got some stuff going on. We're going to be talking in a twang like, you know, I usually do. Anyway, here we go. Chicken parts, legs and thighs, bone in, skin on. 3 or 4 of each, right? No problem. Oil for frying, you can use olive oil. It has like a 500-degree smoke point, which is fun. You can use avocado oil, etc. All right? Don't worry about that. You got it covered. I know you do. 3 eggs. That's going to go into the dipping procedure. We're going to mix some heavy cream with those eggs and give it some richness. Teaspoon each thyme, paprika, granulated garlic, onion powder, a little bit of pepper, teaspoon or 2 of salt. We're going to use this dust twice. We're going to sprinkle a little bit onto the chicken parts before we do anything. The room temperature chicken parts, by the way. Leave it out like 2 hours. You'll be fine. Nobody's dying. I promise. So we're going to use it there. And we're also going to put it into the secret keto flour that I found. People that watch me know what it is, but I'll let you know what it is, all right? I want to show you the rest of the stuff first. We have a couple of pie plates. They really work really well. And of course, cast iron. I have my collard greens going in the slow cooker. I'm going to show you how to put that together too as part of this whole video. So let's get cooking. This is going to be a fun one. Boom. King Arthur keto wheat flour. It's on Amazon. I'll give you the link to buy it down in the description. You don't have to worry about making your own mix and the almond flour and the thing and the coconut this and the ratios. It's all here. Use it like regular flour, 1-to-1. It'll crisp up. Well, you'll see how crispy it gets. All right. So we've got all this together. I got my collard greens going in the slow cooker. About an hour it'll be ready. I mean, this is ridiculous. All right. So let me get the oil in this cast iron pan and we're going to switch over to cooking mode. Let's make some fried chicken. All right. First, we're going to start with the eggs and the cream. About a 1/4 cup of cream. Just a dash, maybe a 1/2 teaspoon maximum of my dust that I put together, that I showed you. Fork it. All right, put that aside. Another pie plate, another day. A cup of the keto flour, get it in there. Another teaspoon of the magic spice dust. Save some for later, you'll see. Fork it. Put that next to the eggs. They'll like you for it, I promise. Magic dust. A little bit here and there. Massage it in. Flip them. Other side, more. See the rest here? Sprinkle it in the flour. You only live once, I'm telling you. But after you eat this, you're going to think, I want to live twice. And then mix that up with your dry fork. More rubbing. Don't give it a rash. Just be light. Yeah, salt. You've seen it before. It's white. A little bit more. Pepper. Flip them again. They're getting seasick, I know. They'll get over it. Especially when they get into 350-degree oil. Put it aside. It'll stick better if you kind of leave it around a little bit in the air. All right, let's clear the decks and get ready for some frying. Meantime, over there I got my stuff to start my collard greens. I'm going to show you that now as I get everything ready here. Let's go over the ingredients for these great collard greens. Well, 2 bunches of collard greens. See? Chop them up. 4 to 6 slices of very thick bacon. See? Chop it up. 1 medium yellow onion. Chop it up. Are you sensing a theme? Additions will be, make about 2 cups of broth. Get that ready. Apple cider vinegar. Splash. I like a little liquid smoke. You don't put the bottle in there. Salt, pepper, pinch and pinch. Don't get crazy. We're going to mix everything in here. And then we're going to put it in the caddy. I love that word. Of the slow cooker. 6 to 8 hours on low. Just let it marinate, cook, marinate, cook, marinate, cook. Bacon cooks first. Little bit of that oil. Give it a head start. Won't stick as much. Bacon doesn't have to cook all the way through. See, like that. Slotted spoon, take it out. Leave the fat. Gonna cook the onions in there. See? Perfect. Onions. Teaspoon of salt. Pepper. 1/8 of a teaspoon's okay. See that stuff on the bottom? You're gonna want to deglaze that. What does that mean? Oh, Chef Sal, what does that mean, deglaze? That's a tough word. No, it's not. You're gonna pour liquid in there and scrape it. Onions have to be soft. 1/4 cup, any kind of broth you want. I'm using vegetable. You can use beef, chicken, schmicken. We like the schmicken, but not today. See what I'm doing? Nothing on the bottom left. Almost. Liquid smoke, optional. Not for me. Mandatory. Teaspoon. Apple cider vinegar. Shake it up. A lot of stuff on the bottom. 2 tablespoons. Mandatory for everybody, even me. Bacon, back in. Get the rest of that fat in there too. The reason we are here. Collard greens, all chopped up. It's gonna get small, don't worry. Get your caddy ready. If you don't have a slow cooker, open a bank account. Trust me on this. Keep mixing, let it get all gooey in there. About 2 minutes. See, they'll start to glisten. Look who's back. The broth. Try a 1/2 cup at a time. Don't drown the leaves. Just make them, wet. Wetter than they were. See, that's how much you want on the bottom. Can you see it? A little ripple, that's all. Because when that steams up in the slow cooker, that's how they're going to soften. You got to give it, like I said, 5 to 6 hours on low. I'm going to put it on high because I'm hungry. More salt. Another teaspoon. It's going to cook down too. About 3 minutes. They have to get acquainted. I mean, they're spending 6 hours together. Make sure it's simmering before you add those 2 minutes on. Now, look at those bubbles. Time for the transfer. Every last drop. Mix it around. See how much water? I call it water, you know what I mean. See you in 6 hours. So before I set up the dust, or while I'm setting up the dust, I'm gonna put some oil in here now, in this pan. Put it on a separate burner, off camera, kind of shy. When it hits 350 degrees, you're ready to fry. Meantime, you got the breading going, you got things to do. About halfway up that pan. Let's get it on this other burner here. Yeah, you remember this, right? I use this all the time. It's a cookie rack and a rimmed cookie sheet and some paper towels. After you dip the chicken into these dusts and eggs and stuff, put it on here to dry. That's all. If you want to do another round of it, make it thicker on the outside, you can do that. And then you use this again when it comes out of the fryer, okay? The fryer being the frying pan, of course. Chicken's ready to take a nice dip in all this stuff. So I split this dust plus this keto flour, which is excellent, by the way. Did I tell you that? In 2. Maybe 1 3/4 if you want to have a lot of it total, and then split it up. The reason being, you want to get it in the dust first. Make sure you get it on there, squeeze it a little bit, all right? Shake it off. Put it in the egg. You should be using tongs, but I get slobby sometimes. And now, what you've all been waiting for, I hope, is getting it in this final dusting. Squeeze it on. Don't be shy. It loves you. You love it. Shake it off. And I have this cooling, drying type rack here off camera a little bit. You can see it a little bit, but all right. And just go, man, go. All right. That's the last one. I'm going to clean this all up. I'm going to move my now 350 degree oil to the center stage. Stick around. All right, let's see where we are. Can you guys read that? I'm reading it upside down. 351, that works. Skin side down works for me. Away from you first. Believe it or not, that's an old Southern way of doing this also. And we'll put 3 in on the first shot. And have your drying rack as close to the pan as you can get. So it's an easy cleanup, right? You don't get flour all over your stove. And we just turned them all over. Another 3 or 4 minutes. Just want to check, see where we're at. You want 165. You're almost there. All right, let's get them out of here. Scoop out some of the undesirables because they'll burn and it won't taste good. Yep, ready for the next batch. Has to come back up to 350, right? Okay, that's the last of them. Looking good. Check that out. Can you see that? Golden brown. I mean, crispy as heck. I don't know how crispy heck is, but if it was, they are. All right, let's plate this up and show you. Collard greens. Perfection. Smells so smoky in here. Delicious. Star of our show right there. Keto fried chicken. Keto collard greens. Keto, keto, keto. Delicious. All right, let's get to tasting. Oh, I'm telling you. Take a look at this chicken inside. Done to perfection. Crispy. Delicious. I mean, come on. Gorgeous. Give it a taste. Collard greens. Everything's keto. Everything's delicious. Here we go. Oh, I gotta go. Please remember to subscribe. Make this. Get the flour. Look in the comments. I'll send you the link. It's just like regular fried chicken. I mean, this is it, folks. I don't dance. Anyway, please subscribe right there. And we will see you next time on Chef Sel's Crazy Cooking Show. Go keto.